bringing Patrick Ewing, who joins us now. How are you, Patrick?
Hey, Dan, how you doing? First of all, when am I going to get invited to this man cave I keep hearing about?
You're more than welcome to come in here, but I will say this, is once you come into my dojo, I mean, you got to be careful because I play for keeps here. Do you want to play me? You want to go one-on-one?
I was saying, you're a little bit too small to mess with me, though, Dan. I play dirty.
No, those were the Georgetown years. You didn't play dirty in the NBA.
Well, I don't take any prisoners.
Compare your freshman year to Anthony Davis' freshman year. Could you make any comparisons between you two?
First of all, Dan, I rarely watched. I didn't get to watch many of his games.
Okay.
The little I saw, I think I might have been a little bit more offensive minded than he was. I think he's probably going to be a very good player. Definitely talented, long, can do a lot of things. But in trying to compare myself to him, I really don't even try to.
If you were playing now, going into college, would you have been one and done now?
You know what? That's the trend. When I was coming up, my mother told me, she wanted me to graduate from college. So, that's the focus I came into in school with. And then once I got there, I felt that I grew so much. I learned so much. By the time I went to college and by the time I left, I was a man. I grew so much emotionally, physically. And a lot of the people that I met in college are still my friends today. So my college experience was great. So would I leave? Would I have left? It's hard to say, maybe, because, that's the way it is right now.
Could you have gone into John Thompson and say, Coach, I'm one and done?
Remember when Michael and all those guys left early?
Yeah.
Back in our day, they called it going, declaring hardship. He told me I should go. He came to me. He's like, they're getting ready to change the rules in the NBA. Not sure what the new rules are going to be like. It might affect you where you won't be able to make, the same kind of money that you've been making if you come out now. So he told me I should go, but. I made that promise to my mother at that point, and like I said, my college experience was great, and I just wanted to finish.
What year was that? What year was it that he
84.
said?
84. After we won the championship.
So that your sophomore year?
My junior.
Junior year. Then he said, "Go
right.
pro."
Right.
He's Patrick Ewing, the Magic assistant coach, joining us, Dan Patrick Show. Are you interviewing for the Bobcats head coaching position?
I hope to. All the words, everything I'm reading is that I will be. I would love to interview for that job, and I would love to be offered that job. I would love to be offered any job. I know it will be a difficult situation. They were the worst team in the league last year, but I think I'm up for the challenge.
Have you talked to Michael about this?
He and I spoke about it, earlier during the year, and I was going to bring it up another time, and it just wasn't the case. I didn't want to, step on our friendship.
But nothing's scheduled for you to interview for the job.
Not yet, but I think they will be calling. They have not called yet, but my agent told me that they'll be calling either this week or next week.
What about the Knicks? Your thoughts that they haven't reached out to you?
Well, you know what? Woody has done an outstanding job there. He's done a fantastic job. And I think that he deserved the opportunity to stay there. But any job that comes open, I would love to have the opportunity to interview. The Knicks, Portland, Washington, whichever one. Those are the jobs that are available with interim titles right now. So any job that comes available, I'm willing to interview and willing to be like everybody else, throw my hat into the ring. I think that it's my 9th year as an assistant coach. I've worked extremely hard learning from people that I played for and people that I work with, and I think that I'm ready.
He's Patrick Ewing, Hall of Famer, joining us, Dan Patrick Show. Why don't you think you've gotten a job?
It's various reasons. People pigeonhole me saying I'm just a big man's coach or big people can't coach. It's all the typical stereotypes. I played for a big man, and I thought he was a great coach in John Thompson. There are other big people who've done pretty good jobs. Phil Jackson has done an outstanding job. Even though he's a forward, but he's still a big man. Jeff Van Gundy, who was an outstanding coach for me, who I played for and I worked for. He worked with me when I was with the Knicks before he became the head coach. And is he a big man just because he worked with me? I mean, does he a big man's coach? I just think it's, I relate to the player. I can know how to relate to the players. I think, I'm a demand. I'm a great leader. I'm a demand of respect. And it's all about, having your system catering to the talents that you have. I don't have a system per se because I don't think a system is really going to work. You have to your game as a coach. You have to develop the talent that you have there in your system as to suit them.
Can you explain what happened with Orlando here, Patrick? Because I mean, my feeling is this: Stan Van Gundy is not going to be back, and I don't know if Dwight Howard's going to be back or if they trade him. It just seems like this is a mess there.
Well, it was definitely a trying year. I think you have to. Stan Van Gundy has done an outstanding job. Our staff has done an outstanding job here. We've won more than any other coach that have been here. Dwight Howard was a key part of that team.
Do you think he'll be back?
I don't know. One minute you hear that he's going to leave, next thing you hear he's staying. I don't know. I know everybody here wants him back. The ownership wants him back, and I mean they've told us that. And as a former player, as a person who coached him, I wish him the best. Who knows what the future is going to hold for him or what the future is going to hold for us.
What about Stan Van Gundy? You think he's gone?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out sooner or later. Preferably sooner, whether we'll be here or not. But he's done an outstanding job here.
Yeah, but if Dwight doesn't want him there, then they're not going to keep him.
This is it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Dwight is the most dominant player on our team. Is definitely the dominant big man in the league. But it's unfortunate that it comes down to that.
Adam Sandler just called in. The famous actor, Knicks fan, wanted to ask you a question.
I know who he is.
Okay,
I know who Adam is. Come on, I'm not that deep in the man cave.
He wanted to ask you a question here, but wait, is Sandler on the phone there, Paulie? Or
he's about to call right in. He heard Patrick was on the show.
Oh. I'm a big fan of his, by the way.
Yeah, but I think he may have gone back to being a Laker fan. You know how those Knicks...
they 1 minute they're a Knicks fan, next minute they're a Laker fan.
Yeah. I could see that happening. Fritzy is trying to track him down. If not, then you know what? We'll let Patrick go. You know what? Hey, good luck with that. I hope you get the opportunity to be a coach. I know you put in your time there, Patrick, and good luck if it's with Charlotte or somebody else around the league.
I appreciate that, Dan, and thank you for having me. And I'm looking for my invite to join the man cave now.
Once again, I'd love to have you come up here, and I'm not afraid to shoot a jumper.
I'm not afraid to block it either.
That's what I love. Thank you, buddy.
All right, have a good day.
All right, man. Patrick Ewing, former Nick Hoya.